Today's episode is brought to you by Audible. Squat wisely with a brand new audiobook. Visit http://www.audibletrial.com/squat and get a free audiobook with your 30-day trial membership.
She is a passionate philosophy professor,
fitness professional,
and motivational speaker. She helps strengthen the body, but she also helps strengthen the mind.
The mind?
The mind.
For well over a decade, she has led philosophy courses within the University System of Georgia.
She leads group fitness classes in Atlanta,
as well as leading one-on-one personal training sessions. Let's all squat wisely with Kristen Hester.
That's my name, and I am back for another episode. Today, the focus is going to be veganism. I am excited about this episode because I am just now embarking upon my own vegan journey. The guest today is going to give us some great insight related to living a vegan lifestyle, but also living a fit vegan lifestyle. This gentleman is the vegan trainer, and he is going to drop some nuggets of wisdom on health, on fitness, and especially diet. So guys, please stay tuned. If you're looking into becoming vegan yourself, if you worry about how that can transfer over to your fit lifestyle, this episode is going to be for you today. Please stay tuned. Please come right back after this message.
Jordas A1 Solutions has a fitness solution just for you. For your personal training needs, we serve clients who reside in Atlanta, Georgia, and nearby cities. We also help clients to achieve their goals online as well. To inquire, visit jordas.com. Jordas is Jortis.
You are listening to the Squat Wisely podcast, and today we have Mr. Tay Sweat, the vegan trainer himself. He's going to give us some great wisdom today on living a vegan lifestyle and some awesome tips on fitness as well. Mr. Tay Sweat, welcome to the show.
Hello. How are you?
I am well, sir. I want you to tell us a little bit about who is Tay Sweat and also walk us through your journey into living a vegan lifestyle.
Okay, who is Tay Sweat? That's a great question. So Tay Sweat is a fed up fat boy from the hood, okay? And basically, just to sum it up, that's basically what got me started on this whole vegan journey. I was sick. I was 311 pounds. And I was not tall at this point. So right now I'm about 6'2", 6'3". I was 5'8" at 300 pounds. So it didn't look good. And I had diabetes, I had high blood pressure, I had heart issues, I had eczema. I have some pictures going around where people see the before and they're like, that's not you. The skin doesn't look right. You know, they just don't believe it. And I'm saying, no, that's me. And I just, like I said, I was fed up. I said, you know what? I refuse to be one of the same black people who's dying based on what they ate. So at the age of 16, I literally became, just indulged with fitness, health. I just started reading everything I could, studying. I was the only high schooler carrying around a gallon of water in high school. So it just turned into this thing, and I became obsessed with it. And that just led me right on into veganism. I never looked back.
Awesome. Well, the listeners can only hear your voice, but I can see your face and your skin is glowing. So you do look pretty awesome. Tell me a little bit about, I know you're the vegan trainer. So what is your training background? And tell us how you relate that to your vegan lifestyle.
Okay. First off, I've always been into sports. That's actually how I gained weight. I played basketball from 8 years old all the way up to even now. And as I was playing ball as a youngster, I have a single mom, grew up single parent household, and she didn't have time to cook and play basketball with us or take us to games. So we would eat a lot of, crazy junk food, crazy, late night snacks. That's how I gained the weight. Well, I never lost touch with my athletic side. I played ball even at 300 pounds. I was always moving, always being active. So when I did lose the weight, mind you, I lost over 100 pounds. When I did lose that weight, I was still very consumed by fitness and health. and I was helping everybody around me for free. I was just doing it. And at this time, we're starting to get like YouTube videos are coming out, podcasts. People are doing like 3-hour lectures on health. And literally every time I would ride or walk down the road, I would have headphones in and listen to a health lecture. That's all I did. And people, they're looking at me like, you're crazy. You don't listen to music. You don't listen to anything. And at the time, I'm 18. So they're like, what other teenager does this? Read books and listening to, health lectures. Well, that was me. So eventually they were like, look, you need to go get certified. You need to make this a living because you are all in. And that's where it started. And I, almost 11 years later, I never looked back. I've been a trainer ever since then.
Nice. I was very much looking forward to this interview with you in particular because I also have a fitness background and I'm also very new in this vegan journey. And coming from a fitness perspective, one of the things that a lot of people shy away from when it comes to veganism is the fact that vegans have a hard time with protein intake. Vegans have a hard time being able to have muscular gains. I want you to kind of address that and possibly debunk some of those myths as well.
Oh, yes. This is one of my favorites. So when I get a lot of people who ask, where do you get your protein, things like that, the first thing I ask them is, what do you mean by protein? Because we get a lot of uneducated people who become nutritionists when they hear the word vegan. So they start asking these questions, still not knowing what they're talking about. So long story short, when they ask me, where do you get your protein? I say, what do you consider protein? So that I can first educate you on what protein is. Most people think it's animals. That's all people know is protein, usually. And what I have to tell them is I say, hey, animals are basically a middleman. I skip the middleman and I get the protein where they get their protein. So basically I go in and I say, hey, amino acids are converted into protein by way of the RNA and DNA in the body. So I simply just go get the amino acids from fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, even some grains. I don't do a lot of grains anymore, especially now because I'm actually competing, or I'll be competing soon. So I'm cutting down right now. So I can't have too many carbs. But protein is so simple to get in a vegan diet. Greens have protein. I eat a lot of seeds, pumpkin seeds, hemp seeds, flax seeds. Some people like chia seeds. That has protein. You can do so many things on the scale of plant-based. You don't even have to go into soy, because I'm not a big soy fan. Just never really cared for it. So there's so many things outside of meat and soy that you can get protein. As far as building muscle, I don't know if you've seen, some of my pictures, but I've been up to, 250 pounds, bodybuilding basically. And even now I'm still about 211. And I'm, like I said, I'm 6'3", 211. I'm sitting at about 9% body fat. So I'm pretty big for quote unquote a vegan. So it's definitely possible. It's definitely something that anybody can do. I have plenty of clients that are doing it right now.
So for your own self, when you're trying to build muscle, what are some of the foods you're incorporating into your diet?
So once again, I'm really big on seeds. And because I'm so busy, I fast a lot, which is another thing a lot of people don't really think you can do and gain muscle. So I usually eat 1 or 2 meals a day within a 3-hour window. So I don't eat that long, throughout the day. And most of my foods come from pumpkin seeds. So I might eat a whole cup of pumpkin seeds every day. Now, I might not just eat them by themselves. I'll throw them over a salad with some kale, tomatoes, which kale has protein as well. I also use other things like hemp seeds, which is, again, very good for protein. And then, I'll supplement every now and then, especially now, because I can't have too many carbs, but I still want to get about 160, 170 grams of protein. So every now and then I'll supplement with a very clean protein shake. Me, personally, I don't like protein shakes with too many ingredients. So I may do something that has chlorella, spirulina, which is controversial a little bit. A lot of people don't like spirulina because of the taste or because of other reasons. But it has really good amounts of protein in it. And
Very good. You know, one of the things where a lot of people are nervous about the whole vegan lifestyle, they feel like, oh, it's too hard, it's too difficult, you know, trying to eat fresh. And something I wanted you to kind of give us some help with, especially if people are thinking about the lifestyle and trying to start it. What are some simple go-to meals for breakfast? Something quick like a smoothie. I know that's one of my go-tos. But what's a great go-to breakfast, go-to lunch, go-to dinner that's simple and that can take away the excuse of, oh, it's too hard?
Oh yeah. See, this is what I have to do on a daily basis, because I get those people who, you know, business or I just don't want to do it because it's time consuming. Fine. So what we do for breakfast, like you said, smoothie. Not just because it's simple, but because that's the best thing you can put in your digestive system to get it started for the day. So breakfast should always be a smoothie, in my opinion, educated opinion, but in my opinion, I usually do a green smoothie. Maybe put a green apple in. I'll do a little lemon. Then I'll put a little kale, nice handful of kale. Believe it or not, it does not change the taste for those of you who are wondering. And then I'll also go in for a couple tablespoons of maybe hemp seeds. I get my protein, and pumpkin seeds. And the sweetness from the apple, the bitterness from the lemon, and then the kale has all the chlorophyll. You're good to go. You got healthy fats. That's like a full meal right there in the smoothie. That's my breakfast, usually, for anybody who wants a quick breakfast. Lunch, most people are at work, so I try to keep lunch very simple. I say, hey, make you some lentils, make you some chickpeas, which usually you can cook them together. Find you a really good barbecue sauce, vegan, of course. You put your barbecue sauce inside of your chickpeas and your lentils. And then you get you a really clean tortilla. And you just put the lentils and the chickpeas inside of the tortilla or burrito. You got burritos, barbecue burrito, full of protein. That's an easy lunch. And then we go into dinner. Something simple, and this is me and my, educated opinion. I don't like to eat a lot of heavy stuff before bed. So when you get dinner, you want to eat fairly light, because you try to go to bed on an emptier stomach, slightly empty stomach. Takes 4 hours for the stomach to eat. So I would suggest eating at about 6 p.m., 7 p.m., depending on what time you go to bed. Hummus and pita or vegetables. So you can do hummus and celery, hummus and carrots, whatever you like. And then for dessert, I'd have someone chop up a few apples and dip it in maybe, I don't care. You can do cashew butter, almond butter, sunflower seed butter. There's so many butters, take your pick. And that is a really good way to kind of get the, the cravings that you had, especially my sweet folks, my sweet tooth. And then still kind of go to bed on an emptier stomach. So that's dinner.
Very nice. So tell us all about your vegan trainer brand. Like, what are some of the things that you offer your clients? How can you be of service to people who reach out to you?
Yeah, so I started the vegan trainer brand 3 years ago. And like I said, it was simply because people were like, hey, you got a lot of stuff to say. You've helped me. You need to get outside of Nashville and spread the word. And at first, it just started as awareness to say, look, I'm cool. I got my stuff, same stuff I've been doing. I still have it. I still play ball. I still like cars. I like women. I'm a regular guy, regular black man, but I'm vegan and I care about my health. I want my skin to look good. I want my hair to look good. I care about me. So that's what it started as, just a vegan trainer. And I had even on my Instagram, I make veganism look cool. And that was basically the brand. And then, people started seeing me working out and they seeing me do muscle ups and lift, squatting 500 pounds. They're like, what are you doing? And I need help. Like, help me. I want to go vegan, but I don't want to lose, especially my ladies, I don't lose my butt. So I said, you know what? Okay, I've been training this whole time in person. I said, I'll take it online. So I started a whole online platform. I have an app. It's a private app, of course, because I have to go in and put your workouts in there. So it's coaching for me all over the phone. And I have clients in Canada, Australia, California, Japan. We spread all the way across the world. So that was my goal, was to help vegans be cool, get the body they want, no matter where they are on earth.
You know, going back to the women saying they don't want to lose their butts, I know one of the things I was concerned about, not really losing my butt, but losing too much weight. And I felt like I don't want to get skinny. And I had a doctor on the show not